was for those who.
What we do here is go back.
Seven, six, five, four, three, two, one.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Hey! What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Child of Mecha livestream. I am your host, Tim, the one and only Child of Mecha, and we're just rocking the classic tonight. Rocking the classic. Nothing wrong with classics. It's Wednesday. It's weird. It's weird Wednesday. Let's put it that way. It's just very odd, kind of doing a show on Wednesday. I don't know why. Haven't done one in a while, right? So, but welcome. Good to see you guys. Hopefully you guys don't have the coronavirus. I don't have it yet. Happy to say. But God, this is getting crazy, right? Crazy. And we'll just have a brief discussion on that here in a second, because I really don't want to think about it. Let's put it that way. Anyway, if you want one of these cool Chata Mecha shirts, if you want to rep, hit up www.chatamecha.com. Hit the store button up at the top. You'll find shirts and hats and all sorts of other cool stuff in there. I hear they make great Easter presents. Think about it. If you are interested in any of the tools and materials that we might be working with here tonight, there's an Amazon link just below here on Twitch and YouTube, that side. If you're watching on Facebook, go load up. I get a bit of a commission based off the stuff that you buy, but it doesn't increase the cost for you, and it goes to help out the stream. So go load up. And as always, if you need kits or paints or accessories or tools or what have you, or the amazing Mecha decals, go hit up our boy Adam at USA Gundam Store. All of those fine folks down there will definitely have what you need. All right, so just real quick, the coronavirus thing, for fuck's sakes. It's gotten so bad, you guys, that I had to... Okay, so I wanted to paint the Blue Destiny base, right? And now, as you guys know, I use 91% isopropyl alcohol to clean my airbrush after colors. Guess what's not in any stores at all? Yeah, you guessed it, 91% isopropyl alcohol. They're sold out everywhere, right? So, check the listing on the Amazon link, right? I thought, why not? Check that on Sunday. Sold out, right? So, I did a little, notify me by email once it becomes available, and it became available a couple days ago. And, I got a little message on my phone, ordered it up, ordered 3 cases of it, right? 6 bottles each, 3 cases. Just to be on the safe side. Check back an hour later just for shits and giggles. Currently not available. Sold out. Pfft. So, wow. That, if anything, that's a true teller, right? It's crazy. So, fast forward to today. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson have coronavirus. The NBA season is now suspended because a player tested positive. And if you live in Europe or you're in Europe, you can't fly to the U.S. for 30 days. So I just want to build giant robots. That's all. I don't want to think about this shit. I don't want it to have an impact on the hobby. Is that so much to ask? Christ's sakes. Anyway, enough with it. We're done talking about it. All right? Let's just... No more. No more talking about it. It's depressing. Anyway. Yeah, and why... Just real quick. Why are people stocking up on toilet paper? Last I checked, coronavirus doesn't give you the shits. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway. Fuck's sakes. Hey, Solak42, new follower. He's over there on Twitch. He says it's a mystery to all. I agree. Solak, welcome. You get one of these. Hey, welcome to the army. Excuse me. Our boy Win, you know him as better as the Paint Pusher, the former GBWC World Champion, second place and third place GBWC placement. He's the only person in the world to have a first, second, and third GBWC Worlds trophy. Rare air there. He's over there in the Mecha Army Facebook group. He says, LOL, I'm waiting for some micro beads for nails. I ordered off eBay from China for my Gunpla build. Postal shut down in China, announced a day later. Whoops. Yeah. Hope you guys didn't have any Taobao orders pending. you're screwed. Man, I don't get it. I don't get it, you guys. I just don't get it. And I need to order stuff from Japan, too. Like, how's that going to go down, right? Like, excuse me. I need one of these. I need, like, 4 of these. P115 Kotobukiya parts. That's what I need. P115. I need, like, 4 of these. This is the only one I have. And it doesn't have the parts that I need on it. Like I said, I just want to build giant robots. That's all I really want to do. I want to stay in my studio, in my little room, and I want to play with my toys. I'm a grown-ass man, and I just want to play with my toys. Somebody clip that, because that'll make good meme fodder. Anyway, fuck's sakes. We're gonna get some work done here tonight, guys. Solak42, he's over there on Twitch. He says, speaking of giant robots, he says, I love the airdrop Jesta you done. Still going through the gallery. Oh, nice. Hey, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that, buddy. Donnie Baxter, so he's over there on Facebook page. He says, yeah, I've got several packages held up from China right now. Dude, you're not going to see them for a few months. I hate to say it. Yeah. Hey, now. Anywho, if y'all are following that SD group, SD team build off, right? We are teamed up. I am teamed up with good old Chris Pabs. He's in the chat, and Pabs, and really everybody that's watching. Look what I got today. Yeah, I got that, and then got that. Yeah, yes sir. So, starting next Monday, we're going to take a break off the GBWC 2020 build, and we are going to start in on the Team SD build-off. So, and I don't know if Jason or Sabrina watches this, but yeah, I'm going to need till about May for this. So if you could just extend that deadline, that'd be great. You guys are peaches. Also, got these cool little stickers from Adam and the boys and girls down there at USA Gundam Store. That's a Natchin tank, right? And that's just really cool. I don't know for certain who came up with the artwork, but I'm guessing it was Corey DeYonker, our boy. You guys know him as Lynx. So got some really cool little Natchin tank stickers, but I think the coolest thing of all that I got was one of these little guys. Hey, I knew they were going to be small. I knew it was going to be small, but I didn't realize how small it was going to be. And I got plans for this little dude. And I think it's gonna be pretty fucking awesome to do what I'm going to do to this little mech. There's only 3 runners in this, you guys. 3, count them. 1, 2, 3, right? And it's so well packaged. It's like I almost feel bad by opening this thing, right? Oh, wait a minute. Ah, okay. So it looks like Okay, so that looks like where the artwork came from. So probably not Corey, right? I'm guessing at this point. I don't know. Probably not. But hey, really, really cool. Really cool. I don't know if I'm gonna be. I don't know if I'm gonna have a chance to enter Zach's contest with this or not. But it'll still be really freaking cool to customize this little guy and, like I said, do what I'm about to do to him. It's gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun. Anyway, so yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. But we're still gonna rock and roll with the GBWC build tonight. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's see. Let's get caught up with the chat real quick before we jump into anything. Chris Pab says, we got that extension. Hell yeah. We're going to need till about May. Jason and Sabrina. Bry Guy says, dang, did you just call Tim a slowpoke? It would be accurate, right? Rusam says, small enough to fit in the chest of a master grade, right? Superset 5, just got home. What'd I miss? Nothing, man. We literally just kind of started about 10 or so minutes ago, and I've been ranting on coronavirus, so you didn't miss anything. Don't worry about it. Terry T says, Tim, check out Moy7 on Twitter. He's the original designer of the Natchin, and his artwork is amazing. Oh, okay. Word. I'm gonna have to check that out then. Let's see. Maybe we go. I don't know. Maybe we go on a field trip. You guys, what do you think? Maybe. Let me check it out for wholesomeness first, because this is a family fucking friendly live stream here. Let's see. All right, Moy7, right? Moy7. Okay, here's this dude. All right, let's see what he's got here. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh neat. Okay, yeah, let's go on a field trip. All right, come on. Chris Pab says Joel produced the stickers, added the decal, the USA Gundam. Yeah, figured. His Gundam redesigns are amazing too, Terry says. Nice. Hey, there's Adam. He says, what's up, everybody? Let's see. All right, so we're going on a field trip. Screen share. Hey, look at that. It came right up. Look at this. All right. Let's go full screenio. Yeah? And, yeah. Yo, check that out. What? That's cool. Votoms. These are cool little designs. I don't care who you are. Huh. Look at this. This is crazy. Is there no more? Oh, yeah, there it is. What the? Alright, so this is obviously some sort of super robot deal. Whoa, look at this guy. Huh. These are neat. Yeah, these are cool. Alright, so yeah, this... Moy underscore Moy definitely gets a follow. Yo, okay, so here's the Gundam redesigns. These are cool, yeah. Yeah, whatever. Anyway. I think that's about it, right? Ah, look at that. That's pretty neat. Alright, so yeah. So there we go. Moy7, right? Yeah. Right here, you guys. Ooh. Right there. Moy underscore Moy7. Moy7. Go follow the man. It's pretty dang cool. Whoa! Hey, I guess you all got a mecha army right to your face. What was that all about? I don't know. Anyway. Um, let's see. Brandon says, Tim, can you show the Kodo runner you need again? It's, yeah, dude, it's a P115. P115. Boom. Whoop. There. P115. That's the one. That's the one. It's got the traditional minus molds, and then it's also, well, these are I think these are more of the traditional minus molds, but these are more kind of like the screw heads and stuff. So, yeah, P115. That's what your boy needs. We need that one. Julius Dembski says, Tim, I have one set of the Kotobukiya 115R-300 if you want it. Dude, yeah, absolutely. Send it to me. Hey, Tim, DM me your address. I got you on the Kodo parts. Hey, Manny. Look at the bottom of the screen, buddy. Oh. Oh, you gotta love Manny, man. You gotta love Manny. Good stuff, dude. Thank you, though, Manny. I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Watch me get like 50 of these damn runners. Oh, it'd be funny as hell. That would be funny as hell. Anyway, so yeah, so very cool stuff. So yeah, Monday we're gonna start on the well, I shouldn't say. Monday we'll start live streaming work on the SD builds. So yeah, I'll start ahead of that, obviously, probably tomorrow. But we have Mechanism on Friday, so there's not going to be any real work shown there. And then I'll probably be recording video, hopefully, over the weekend. So I don't know how much work I'm going to get done off of that. So the new camera body came in. Hey, yay. The new T7i. So haven't tested it out too much. Just got it in today. I want to run it through its paces just to make sure, but we know the original, the OG T7i works like a charm, so that's still in place, and that is this camera that you're looking at that you're looking at right there, right? So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If worst comes to worst, and the new body doesn't necessarily do what I want it to do, at least I can shoot with it, right? So, not a big deal. Not a big deal. So, not out too much money, thankfully. So yeah, so there we go. Let's see. Superset5 says, I don't know, it's very tempting, LOL. He says, Soravan, okay. So, I need to go back in the Twitch chat here. Superset5 says, I got one of 2 Faz Verkaz in the mail today. I don't know if I should stay on my G3 build or switch over to the Faz this weekend. I'd be a hypocrite to say stick with the G3. But I'm going to say stick with the G3. I don't give a shit. Sorvan says stick with the G3. If you get into the Faz, you won't get out of it for a while. Well, that's a very, very valid point Sorvan has there. Superset5 says, I don't know. It's very tempting. And Sorvan says the new shiny toy always is, right? We're just grown adults. We just want to play with our toys, right? Like, come on. Anyway, all right. So, bada boom, bada bing. Let's get into it, shall we? Last time we were together, we did this right here, this serrated looking details. And since we were last together, I went ahead, cleaned that up. Now, let's get into some super zooming, and we can show you how nice this actually looks once it's all cleaned and looking good, right? As soon as we get the box. Come on, box. There's the box. Ka-ching. And yeah, see, look at that. All nice and clean. Looking good. Looking fresh. Looking tight. Yes. So that's looking quite nice. All nicely sanded and cleaned and everything. Little schmutz here and there. Just need to wipe that away. And we still got dust and schmutz in there. We'll wash that off once the alcohol comes tomorrow, right? Trav City, he's over there. What's up, Travis? He says, my name is Travis, and it was a nickname from college that stuck. Trav City. Hell yeah. Nice. Brandon says, I want 2 Faz, one to straight build and one to mod. Look at this guy, man. He's been watching the stream for a year, and he wants to go out all out and mod a Faz. I love it. I love it. Let's see. Gumpler Uruguay Javier. He says, what about putting 2 cannons in 1 Faz? Yo, that would be kind of cool. Not gonna lie. There's Z. What's up, Z? Mr. Gumpler Ronan. If y'all don't know. Alright, so, like I said, it's been a weird Wednesday, you guys. Trav City says, do you clean parts with ISO alcohol or soap and water? ISO. Yeah. Because soap and water could, if you don't rinse it properly, leave residual soap onto the parts, and that could get into the way of primer and paint adhesion. So I'm a big proponent of washing it with isopropyl alcohol only, simply because that will cut through the grease and grime and everything like that. And when you pull those parts out of the isopropyl alcohol, the parts have a different texture, you know, because they are so clean and pristine. They just feel like dry, right? Even after everything, it's just they almost feel flat, right? And that paint will just stick to it. You like that sound effect? Like a cat. Somebody clip that one too. Yeah, that's what I would suggest. 91% isopropyl alcohol for all of your cleaning purposes. The soap and water, it's not bad. Just has some ups and downs, right? Yeah. Anywho, let's see. Cap'n Weirdbeard, Thur. Good to see you. So, alright. I don't even know what we're gonna do tonight, to be honest with you. I have no clue. I didn't plan. Because today's a weird Wednesday. And shit just kinda hit the fan with everything. So, been a busy day, so let's just get through this hour and a half, shall we? I think that's a good idea. Alright, so, let's stick around with this part here, I guess, right? That sounds like a plan, yeah? So we're going to take the knee off, which reminds me, I still have to mold and cast that. And let's see, let's get these other parts off of here. Pull that off, pull that off. All these parts you got to take off just to get one little piece off. Kind of crazy. A bit overkill, right? Brandon, that's hilarious. Brandon over there on YouTube, he says, at this point you would probably have better luck buying a handle of cheap vodka. Isopropyl alcohol is out of stock in my area. Dude, it's out of stock everywhere. Yeah. Like I said, I had to, and I don't know if you were on, Brandon, when we were talking about it. I had to to buy isopropyl alcohol off Amazon. Yeah. And it was gnarly because number one, when I checked the listing for it on Sunday, it was sold out. It said currently unavailable, and got a notification on my phone on Monday. Ordered 3 cases of it, 6 bottles apiece. They're coming tomorrow. But yeah, that's how bad it is. And trust me, I know. I think it was Bill had said something about getting alcohol from like Computer Center or Fry's or something like that. See, Fry's is a West Coast thing. It's not an East Coast thing. We don't have Fry's out here, right? And we don't really have too many computer-centric stores out here. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. I wish we did. But, yeah, it's just... we're basically fucked in that aspect. So, Amazon was kind of last case scenario, right? Went to Target, went to Walmart, went to all the grocery stores, the convenience stores, Walgreens, CVS, you name it. I went there. Nothing. Not even 70% either. I was desperate. So... But 18 bottles of 91% isopropyl alcohol should be perfectly fine for the foreseeable future, right? So, anyway, Travis City, Brandon, did you mean Tito? Did you see Tito's made an announcement telling people that it's not as useful as a disinfectant? Wow. What? I don't even know how to respond to that. Are people that dumb? That was a dumb question. Yes, people are that dumb. If you could not tell of my frustration boiling over, it is. Anyway. Here we go. We're going to work on this part tonight, and yeah, so we're going to wing it, and we're going to have fun with it. Shall we? Yeah, I think we should. All right, so first things first is I want to put this piece back on, actually, and then put the knee armor back on, and I want to see where exactly everything kind of comes into place here, right? Because we put this little extension, this little block extension right here on the knee, and that actually comes down onto the shin armor that we're going to be working with. So we need to kind of make some marks here of where that is. Okay. Come on, there we go. And we will take the shin armor off ever so carefully. Just like that. There we go. All right, and then you can see right there in the highlight our little mark for that block. So we don't want to do anything with inside of that area because obviously it's going to be covered over, right? So there you go. Chris Pab says, to an outsider, you just look like a nut desperately trying to find toilet paper and sanitizer. Oh, out there. Yeah, well, exactly. Bill, Mr. Ruslam says, I live 5 minutes from 3 Walmarts and 15 pharmacies, Fry's, Best Buy, 6 hobby stores, and 6 beauty supply places. Well, shit, you are centrally located, aren't you, Bill? Chris Pab says, when all you want to do is clean your toys, damn it. Right? I just want to play with my toys, you guys. That's all. God damn it. Oh, man. Hey, Kyle is here. on YouTube. He says, got my notepad ready to categorize Tim. So, just real quick, need to give a shout out to Kyle, Mr. Clueless Gumpla. He has been nice enough to go through all of the Child of Mecha live streams and categorize and kind of take note what we did during during the live streams and everything. So big shout out to Kyle. Everybody, please thank him because that's going to be very invaluable. I was going to do that at some point in the future, but he's basically volunteered to do it, so that's awesome. So thank you, big thank you, Kyle. Go follow him, Clueless Gumpla, over there on Instagram as well. Kyle makes some pretty cool shit, so big time help. Yeah. Let's see. Julius Dembski, Sarge. Did you need any other Kotobukiya MSG option parts for the Jesta? I don't think so. I think it was just the 115. Because I'm going to be using that, obviously, in these little bits here, right? Right there. So that's I think a 7mm or an 8mm. That's an 8mm. And I've got another one of these around here somewhere. But I also wanted to use them in the knees as well. So you need 2 each for each leg, so 4 total. So yeah, one of those things. But yeah. If you guys have any Kotobukiya P115s out there, send them my way. Greatly appreciated. Abso-freaking-lutely. Let's see. Bill says, no more talk of playing with your toy. This is a family fucking friendly show. You're damn right. Kyle says, it's crazy how far your stream has come in the last 2 years. Dude, right? Tell me about it. It's wild. It's pretty wild. Anyway, we gotta get to work. You know, we've been ranting all night, talking and ranting. More than anything. But we need to get to work, right? We need to get to work. All right, so let's do something with this. Let's figure out what we're gonna do with this because I have no idea what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna need maybe some panel lines and stuff like that. I really don't like this lip here, right? I really don't like that. So I think first things first, we're gonna scrape that off. Let's get to doing that first. Let's scrape this sumbitch off, right? Now we've got our little ceramic scraper here. So we're just gonna take this down to about nothing. And I don't know if this is the best way to do it, but it's the first methodology that I thought of. Maybe filing would be better. I don't know. We're gonna try this. And yeah, I think filing would probably be a better way to go at this point, honestly. So let's do that. Let's try that. Let's try filing. Yeah. Get all your coronavirus aggression out on the file. Let's go. All right, so that's actually doing pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty good. But we're gonna switch over to the more aggressive. You know what? We should call this the little bastard, right? Yes. Okay, that is its new name. This is the little bastard, you guys. Bastard file. Bastard file. Little bastard. That's what we're gonna do. This is the little bastard. I dubbed the little bastard. It just seems to fit. But this is the much more aggressive of the little files. So we're gonna use this guy. We're gonna go to town on this, and we're gonna wipe out that that raised bit, right? Yeah. Ooh, there we go. Little bastard's getting through it. Yeah, son. There we go. That little bastard made short work of that thing. All right, but you know, there's obviously paint scratches and scratches in the plastic and stuff like that. So we're gonna revert back to our handy dandy little scraper, and we're going to clean this surface up. I dubbed the little bastard. And I'm probably doing bad technique here by just going back and forth with the scraper. At this point, not a big deal, because we just need to get that surface down to zero, basically. You know, down to square one. We'll figure it out here in a minute. There we go. Now, that is much better. Look at that. So, there's what it looked like before, with that raised bit. And there's what it looks like now. Nice and flat, right? Gunpla Miami says, that's funny. That's the name, the same thing my parents call me. Little bastard. You little bastard. And that's what my mom called me when I was a teenager, causing trouble and raising hell. Little bastard. Yeah, well, we all have our nicknames, right? All right, so now we got a piece of sandpaper here. This is probably about 400. A nice low grit, just to knock out all these filing scratches and all that, and basically this is just going to start to smooth out this surface, right? There we go. We are looking pretty good. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to pop this back onto the piece, and that's going to give us rigidity so that we can sand this a little bit more aggressively, right? We're going to pop the foot off here and get that out of the way. And as you can see, we took this back piece off here as well, just so that we can really kind of go to town on this thing. And that gives really, really good rigidity rather than trying to support it with your fingers and all that. That just gets, I don't know, gets to be a mess. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Now, we'll switch over to a little bit of a higher grit sandpaper. I think this is probably about an 800 at this point, and this should really start to, just kind of smooth things out here. We'll use a kind of a back and forth motion, and then we'll start kind of going in a circular pattern a little bit just to give some variance. There we go. Looking good. All right. Yeah, that, my friends, is now very nice and smooth. Yeah, really good. Oh, hey, look at that. Yeah, if you guys follow Kyle already, Mr. Clueless Gunpla, he is now part of part of the Ronin. He got his sword today. Yeah. He got his sword. Z sent him a sword, right? It's pretty damn cool. It's a cool feeling. I'm not gonna lie. When I got mine, I was blown away. Z, was I the first one you sent one of those swords to? I can't remember. Anyway, hey, Jack Ellis is over there in the Mecha Army Facebook group. He says, I have the Canon T7 on the way. Hey, look at that. Cool, man. Well, record some cool footage. It's going to be awesome. Let's see. Edward Leonard says, I'm back. Tim doing leg night again? Yeah. Because Monday we're going to start on the Team SD build off. The unicorn, full armor unicorn. Yeah. Gunpla Miami says, Ronin? Yeah. Well, I guess I'm a weekend Ronin. Right? Yeah, so for those of you guys that don't remember, Zashawn, Gunpla Ronin on Instagram, wonderful gentleman. He actually, several months back, sent me a katana. A real deal Holyfield like sword, right? And I was completely blown away by it. And since then, he's sent several out to some other very, very deserving folks. And then, like I said, Kyle got his today. So, yeah, it's a pretty cool feeling. So, where's he? Where did? Shoot, the way of the Ronin, mysterious to all. Right? Anyway, Z, was I the first one that you sent one to, or what? I'm just curious. Like, it's not like an ego thing or whatever. I just kind of want to know. That's all. All right, where's the little bastard? There he is. This little bastard file. I love that we've named it the little bastard. I don't know why. It just makes my day. The little bastard. Let's get this little bastard to work. Jesus. It's going to be an ongoing joke. I can tell it now. We're going to put this back on here, so because you can see how much rigidity this thing gives. I mean, because this whole back side is supported by this inner. Tim was the first. Hey, look at that. That's really cool. Thank you, Z. I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. But I'm glad I'm not the only one. Let's put it that way. It's a cool feeling. But yeah, this is all super, super rigid, so we can press down on this without having to worry about, cracking the piece or anything like that. So we're going to get the little bastard busy, and he's going to go to work on this. We're going to get this piece down to nothing. That little bastard does make short work of things, doesn't he? Good job, little guy. We just got to get the bit here without damaging everything else. Okay, good stuff. All right, so now we'll start to, you know what, it would be easier on our 1, 2, 3 blocks, because that, using some 1, 2, 3 blocks like this, and I have both of mine stacked, and there are magnets holding these together. Putting them on a spot like this and raising it up actually allows your hand to be lower than the part, which makes it an infinitely amount more ergonomic to work with your parts and stuff like that. So give it a try, give it a try. Fudabe always says Tim is going to scribe with the katana. No. Those panel lines would be way too big. I could do it, but no. All right. And like I said, we're just trying to scrape the surface down and get it nice and clean and even from the from the file marks and everything like that. And that's kind of the first step, right? Next, we're going to come back with that lower grit sandpaper. Sandpaper. Coronavirus. And we're going to get that knocked out. Come on now. There we go. Let's disassemble that. Makes it easier for us here. And like I said, this is probably about 400 or so, if memory serves. Right? Look at this guy, Julio. He says, the fuck is going on here? Dude, Julio was putting in some work at the gym today. I don't know if y'all saw his Instagram story or not, but man, he was hating life. Looks like he was doing a little tricep action. But, Julio, I bet you're feeling good right now, aren't you? I bet he's feeling good. Because a good workout will do that. Okay. And what this high or lower grit sandpaper is going to do is this just going to knock down any kind of low-hanging fruit, if you will. And it's just going to get rid of most of those file marks and stuff. We're going to come back here with a little bit of higher grit sandpaper. We're just going to smooth this out, make this really nice. Get kind of the surface back to what we expect it to be, right? Okay. And like I said, we want to vary our sanding techniques. You know, we went back and forth, up and down, and now we're just doing, you know, some small circles and stuff like that. And that's just going to help get the surface that much more smooth and even and everything. Get one more shot. Really good. Really good. And this is a little bit of a smoother sandpaper here, so we're just gonna give that the once over here. I think this is about 1,000 grit here. So we're just kind of working our way up in the grit hierarchy, right? There we go. That is much better. All right, so there is our first cleaned off side. There's our second, right? And just as a before and after, there's that raised bit, and then there's our now flattened side there. And now we just have to tackle the front. Yeah? Good stuff. Manny says, damn, is Z sending battle-ready katanas? I wouldn't necessarily call them practical katanas. You know, the types that you would, you know, cut the what are they, tamayaki mats or something? I forget what the name is. But it's not like the mats that you would, it's not like the type of swords that you would actually use, like, for cutting and, you know, practical purposes. But they're definitely not your cheapo display swords, right? They're pretty nice. Tatami. Thank you, Chris Pabs. I knew it was something like that, so cheers to Pabs. Hey. Alright, so next up, now we're going to have to be careful with this side because you can kind of see the curve here. And it's this is more concave, where this type of curve is more convex. Now, for those of you that have forgotten your geometry, convex means to curve outward, concave means to curve inward, right? So if you think of a bowl, the outside of the bowl would be convex. The inside would be concave. There you go. You got learning tonight. You got learned. Remember that. Let's see. Julio says, my body is hurting and I'm going to be sore tomorrow. Dude, that's such a good sore, though. Don't, just shut up. Don't. He says, but I had a good meal and I'm going to sleep well. Should be good. There you go. And this weekend. What? Julio, this weekend. Yay, son. Julio says, my legs suck. Oh, dude. Tonight's leg night for me. Yes. Edward Leonard says, Tim's School of Maths. That's actually pretty damn funny. I don't know why. It's probably more funny than it should be. But yeah, that's pretty good. I like it. Anyway, so, like I said, we need to be a little bit careful with using the little bastard on this particular surface because since this is a concave surface here, I don't want to dig in, you know, too much into this. I just want to, you know, even this surface out, right? So we're gonna see what the little bastard does, and we'll kind of take it gingerly, right? We'll take it one step at a time here. So, yeah, I think that might not be what we want, but let's just see. I just want to give it its due diligence here, right? Yeah, that's a bit too much, right? A little bit much. So we're gonna pull in one of these jeweler files here. It's a little bit of a thinner profile, a little bit finer in the tooth. It's gonna take us a little while longer to even this out, but it'll be worth it. And then we're gonna switch off to, this is the roundy, you know, half of it's flat, half of it's round. So we're gonna switch to that, and we're gonna just use kind of a circular motion here, and that will help clean this surface. And that's actually doing a really nice job. I'm pretty happy with what this looks like thus far. There we go. Hey, Craig Flynn, Mr. Flynn Burger. He's over there on YouTube. What's going on, Flynn? Good day, mate. Sorvon says, wouldn't a half-round file be better for that surface? Hey, look at that. You know, I knew I liked Sorvon for some reason. And he probably said that before I switched over, but great minds, Sorvon. Great minds. Good job, buddy. Chris R says, I'm pretty into fitness. Fitness whole pizza in my mouth, but ding, cha-ching, Christ, Chris. Such an old joke. Alright. So this surface here should be a little bit easier to clean up. Simply because it is a smaller surface. And it's a little bit on the flatter side. So we're just going to do some quick sanding here. That looks pretty good. Sorvan says, yeah, it was right before you switched. Hey, man. It's still a smart move, though, you know? Like I said, man, great minds. Great minds and all. Let's see. Yeah, Julio's got a date this weekend, you guys. Yeah, buddy. Good job, Julio. Man, look at this dude, Julio, man. He's got himself a coin, getting in shape, going on dates. Man, dude's living his best life right now. He's on top of the world. Yeah, look at that. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. All right, so we got a before and we got an after, right? And you can kind of see the residual shape in there just from the plastic alone, right? But as you can see, we're doing the fingernail test on this, and there's nothing there. That's just nice and flat, right? Bro Builder says, I think he has a couple coins at this point. Oh, I know, but he always has the one, the one SCGMC coin. That's the one, right? Yeah. He said, oh yeah, he says, earning that hot boy summer, right? For real. And he says, resin is a nice addition. True. Flynn Burgers, he's over there on YouTube. He says, Julio better have them glutes tight by SCGMC. I'm going to smack the shit out of him. I think that might have been a little bit more than what we needed to know, Flynn. But hey, I like the positivity. All right. So last thing we have is just these corner pieces. And this is simple enough. We can just trim these off with a knife because they're so small. We can just kind of go at this. And just trim those down. Trim those down to nothing. And what it might do, because if we look here, so here is, it's not exactly there's what the shin armor looks like on the RX, right? The RX Verka. So it's got that little indentation on it, right? Now, I don't necessarily know that I want to recreate that particular part. In at least in its classic look like that, being recessed. What we might do is scribe a panel line or something like that. Might work better. Yeah. He says, cut thumb in 3, 2, 1. No, dude. Scraping with that knife kills the edge. No, man, it's just plastic. It's steel on plastic. Trust me. I know what I'm doing, you guys. Jeez. Killing me here. But what I'm thinking is to round these over. I don't know. I have to give it some thought. But let's see. Cut thumb in 3, 2, 1. No, we won't. Because I know what I'm doing. Famous last words. All right, now for superset, ceramic scraper there. All right, fine. There. Happy? All right. Now, that's all cleaned and nice. Yes, sir. What? Daniel Stein, he's over there on Facebook. What's going on, Dan? How about a layer of plot plate over what you sanded with the indent cut out? Yeah, we could do that. But like I said, I don't necessarily want to recreate all the aspects of the RX in classic form, because obviously, you know, we've made this knee part here, which is not, you know, true RX fashion, but it's pretty damn close, right? Because what we did here, you know, we've got this little out block here, and instead of the vents on the sides here, you know, there, we've got the vents on the front here that are classic Jesta vents, right? Now the two little indents here we did add, and I think those are a little hard to see, but right there and right there. And then the rest is just kind of, you know, detailed up at this point, right? So that's kind of what we've done. So like I said, you know, we don't necessarily want to go true 100% classic. We want to kind of remix it, right? And that's kind of the intent of this particular build, is just to remix the parts and everything, right? Look at this. Oh, other side. Just sanding dust on me. Wow. Anywho. Excuse me. Let's see. Kyle says, stop saying it, Tim. You're going to jinx yourself. All right. Gumpa Fixation. Jimmy! He says, hey, Tim, any thoughts on getting a 3D printer? Seems to be the rage nowadays for customizing and mod work. Not really. No. Mind you, I do have an Elgoo Mars saved for later on Amazon. I mean, that's $250, right? But you know, I am not versed in 3D modeling or any of that jazz, so that would be the main learning curve for me. And if I was to use it, I'd have to be really good at that, because I could not stand it if I couldn't bring what's in here out onto the printer. You know what I mean? I can do it through my hands. So there's just that satisfaction of getting the ideas out. I don't know. I'm not looking to buy one. No, not at this point. Julie Stemsky, he's got a question.
We have a question.
Sarge. He says, does the ceramic knife work better or the same as a metal blade? Well, see, that's the thing. This is not a knife, right? Meaning it doesn't cut. This is a ceramic scraper. It scrapes plastic, right? It doesn't. See it. It doesn't cut. It's got a rounded blade, if you will. You can see it there in the picture. So they're completely two different tools, right? So apples and oranges. But good question. Sorvan says, go raised instead of recessed. The shape will give the image you need. Yeah, I was thinking about that. But like I said, what we might do is go panel line, and then we can kind of add some little bits of detail around it to kind of bring it to life. And I think that's what we're going to do. Trust me. Trust me on this. Z says, Tim, you've inspired me to try a Psycho Frame Jesta with this build. Unicorn plus Jesta Kist Bash. I like it. Get after it, Z. Get after it. Edward Leonard says ceramic is better. I've never actually tried a ceramic knife before. So I'm going to take your word for it, dude. Daniel Stein says, still looks great. I resin print and it's fracking amazing. Oh, dude, no, I trust me. I have seen wonderful things come from a resin printer, especially the Elgu. Our boy Pete Buckingham, Draven Studios just got a Elgu, and he's starting to print out parts for his what is it? He's converting a perfect grade strike to a a perfect grade what is it? Oh, damn it, what is it? It's Ezak's mobile suit. The blue one, I can't remember the name. Somebody help me. It's the one with the armor, and it's got the shoulder cannon and everything. I forget what the Blitz was the other one. The Blitz was the black one with the kid that got killed. Damn it. Why can't I remember the name of that? The Duel. Thank you, Superset. Thank you, 01 Shield, Junk Guild, Kenny, Kenneth Sim. Yes, the Duel Gundam. Thank you. Yes, so he's converting his perfect grade strike to a perfect grade Duel Gundam, and he's been printing out the cannon and everything, and it just is beautiful. The prints are amazing and everything, so keep an eye out for that. So the Dual Assault Shroud. Yeah. Yes, Chris Pabs. That's what he's converting over, and he's been sending me pictures the last few days, and they're just looking really nice. So I'm kind of excited to see what he can do with that. So yeah, the resin printers far and away are just absolutely amazing. Excuse me. Kenneth Sim says, even if you get a 3D printer, you can't use it for Bandai's entry into GBWC. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of one of those things. And I will be honest, I'm kind of old school in this train of thought, but it feels like cheating. Because yes, I know you're modeling in a program, but you're not modeling with your hands. Scratch building and modifications like what we do, it's just, I don't know. It's just, I'm conflicted at that point. I'm conflicted. I love what people have done with it, and if say if I wasn't building for competitions and stuff like that, I would probably be more apt to use or maybe even learn 3D printing. But I don't know, man. It's just it's hard to get away from the old school, actual creating, right? I don't know. It feels like cheating. And I don't necessarily want to stigmatize anybody that does 3D print, obviously, or downgrade what they're doing, because, like I said, I've seen some amazing work. But I don't know. Scale modeling should be something that you do with your hands. I think, and maybe I'm old school in that regard, and I don't know. Conversation for another time. Maybe we bring it up on Mechanism. Maybe we talk about that. Chris Pabs, remember that. Let's talk about that on Mechanism, right? Let's get that conversation going. That would be, I think, a very, very good conversation to have, right? 3D printed parts. So, Chris, can you remember that for me? Because I'm not going to remember it between now and then. I've got too much shit going on, dude. Daniel Stein says, didn't know that. Yeah, it's just it's one of the Bandai rules. You can't use 3D printed parts and stuff like that in a GBWC build. So, IPMS, sky's the limit. SCGMC, sure, Bob's your uncle. GBWC, so yeah. Kyle says, definitely requires more technical skill to create in person rather than in a program. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I think we need to talk about it as a group. Because I'm conflicted in both regards. Yeah. One of those things. I'm conflicted about that in both ways. There's pros and there's cons, right? And God, I got plastic shit all over me now. I could be swayed either way, honestly. But as of right this second, my gut is like, kind of cheating. Yeah. Anyway. Brian, Mr. Brobutter says, I remember, I think I feel the same as you, Tim. Yeah. And maybe, I don't know. Maybe we're just old fuddy-duddies. Maybe we're stuck in the past. Maybe. I'm a smart enough man to know that I might just think old school. I don't know. I mean, I've seen some amazing things that the master model makers have made with their hands. And then I've seen some amazing things that master 3D modelers have made. Yeah, I'm just conflicted by it. We'll talk about it on Mechanism on Friday. Tune in for that. That should be interesting. I'm actually looking forward to that. Yeah. All right. Let's get to it. Yeah. Let's get to detailing. Anywho, let's just real quick catch up with the chat, right? Because like I said, I want to save the conversation for Mechanism. I don't want to have the conversation full on right now, right? I want to save that for Mechanism. But real quick, Futube always says, I see 3D printed resin models, garage kits that are being sold at hobby shows. Yeah, and that's commonplace now, I think, right? Terry T says 3D modeling requires a specific skill set. It's not easy, especially when you try to model for production. Exactly, right? And that's where my problem lies, is that I don't have that 3D modeling skill set, so I'm that's why I'm hesitant to get into it, right? But Terry continues, says, though Adam Savage says sometimes it's quicker to just make it by hand than to take the time and model it on the computer. Yeah. Absolutely. Julio says, I do that a lot. AutoCAD is dope. Blender and ZBrush kick ass. Yeah. Chris Pab says service model, or iSurface model. I'll talk about garage kits, option parts, the whole nine. Yeah. Space Rat 53, taking a class where we're learning some AutoCAD. Yeah. All that stuff has its place. 100%. Especially if you're talking about production. If you're talking about mass producing something like Bandai does, because Bandai 3D models their kits and everything, you know, that's to be expected in this day and age. But as they're building for production, they're a company that builds that model for the masses, right? I think it's different when it comes to the art form of scale modeling. So, yeah. Julio says, "Holy shit, I forgot to send you my resume." Why? Who are you sending your resume to, Julio? Are you sending it to me? Like, I don't know. Anyway. Oh, to Pabs, okay. I was like, what? Why are you sending me your resume? Kyle H says, I just feel using a program that can provide detailed measurements can help ease creation. I agree it requires a skill set and it isn't easy from a basic standpoint. Absolutely. Vincent Lewis, he's over there on YouTube. What's up, Vince? He says, I agree with Terry. You have to have the same skill and imagination to make something in a program as in real life. I do that in my job all the time. Yeah. And like I said, you know, there's definitely pros and cons both ways, right? There's absolutely pros and cons both ways. Knowing how to 3D model and putting that all together, trust me, it's like learning. It's like learning Photoshop or Illustrator or Premiere or After Effects or whatever other program that you're using on a creative means, right? Say like Photoshop, for instance, or Illustrator. Even is probably even a better example. Illustrators, like people that illustrate, are a dying breed now because you can do all that stuff in Illustrator and you can do all that in Photoshop. You can literally airbrush and all that in Photoshop, where people that airbrush actual paper or canvas or what have you are kind of dying out, right? And that's a shame because that art form is so nice. I just don't want to see our art form go the same way. You know? Anyway. All right. Coronavirus. We're going to coronavirus that one. We're going to stop talking about it. God, is that a new term for stop talking about it? We're going to coronavirus it? I think it is. Shit, we've coined two new things tonight. Little bastard, we're going to coronavirus that. Hey, all right. So it's 11:34 here on the Eastern Coast. Let's get to this, shall we? Let's go. All right. So what we want to do here is I think we're just going to draw on this a little bit here, yeah? We're coming in about, 2.5 millimeter. And we're just following the contours of this piece, right? And, all right, so there's that kind of indent, right? That's what we're going to start with. We're not going to end with it. We're going to start with that, right? So, what can we do? Well, we can put a panel line right through it, right? Right through there. And then maybe a little horizontal notch. Maybe like a long horizontal notch, right? Just like that. kind of looks like that. I like that. Yeah, yeah. We're good. Dean, he says, hi, everyone. Dean, how are you? Good to see you. We've gotten some work done tonight, Dean. You've missed it, but that's okay. And then what we can do on top here is add one of our little half rounds. You know, one of our little light looking things right up there. I like that's coming together pretty nice. I like that so far. I dig it. I dig it. And then what we can do, let's see. No, I don't want 4mm. Let's go 3.5 maybe. That's 2. Where's our 3.5? That's 1.5. That's 1. That's 4.8. That's 6.3. Where's our 3.2? Shit. Ah. 3.2. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. Now we're gonna do a little scribe right down there. But now that I see it, this is curved. Okay. So we're gonna need to do something a bit different when it comes to this surface, right? We are gonna need, where is it here? We're gonna need our compass. Now, the thing is with this is that we need to, you actually need to use the pencil lead here, which I hardly ever use nowadays, to draw on what we need, right? Shoot. Get in there. Yeah. Alright. So, in one of the Gundam groups today, and I forget which one it was, someone had asked about using a compass to scribe lines and stuff like that. And, you know, a bunch of people kind of gave misleading information and stuff like that, which is a shame. And I think it was in Gunpla Network. And you know how they are, where they like to, you know, shut the topic down once it's been answered and all that stuff. And I get it. It's their rules, you know. But there was so much bad information in some of the answers. It was just like, just keep it open. Come on. Let somebody answer it that actually knows what the fuck they're talking about, right? Alright, so, let's see. Right about there. Okay, so now, what we do, we've got this set to about 3.2, about 3.2, 3.5, somewhere around in there. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to use the pin. And I need to extend the pin just a bit. Ah, come on. Just like that. We're going to use the pin as the guide. And that's going to run along the edge of the piece. Now let me make sure. Okay, we're going to extend that just a bit to compensate now, because that pin kind of pushed it in, and that looks to be about 3.5 now. Could. So we're going to run the pin right along the edge of this, right? Now watch what we do. just like that. And you can see how that perfectly contours right along that line, or right along that edge. We're going to do the same thing to the other side here. Just like that. See? And that's what we use the compass for, right? Now, since we have since this is a flat edge here, we probably can use our 3.2 and just kind of connect the dots here. But let's make sure, right? Let's be on the safe side. Let's err on the side of caution and just see, right? All right, so that actually is pretty close right there. We can connect those dots there. We can connect that there. And there, we've got a pretty nice looking perimeter scribe, right? Now, the one thing that I am noticing at this point is that I don't like where this middle panel line is lying now, because that comes right at that perimeter scribe. I'm not feeling it, right? I'm not feeling it at this point. So what we're going to do is we're going to erase that. I'm going to get rid of that bit. Okay. So there we go. We've got that nice open area. But now, what we can do is, instead of using that 3.2, we're just going to use maybe this 1mm. Let's get another wider piece here. Here we go. We're going to use this 1mm. Go low, right? But then we're going to come back with, say, a 4.8, or maybe even a 4. Let's see what the 4 looks like. Okay. I kind of like it. It's not bad. And then what we can do, we can paint this a different color when we go, to paint and everything. So the rest of the leg will be white, and then maybe this will be like a light gray or something like that. Just a very, very subtle difference, right? I think I'm digging that. That's a pretty decent look. Now, let's match this up with the knee, and let's really see. Yeah. I like it. I like it so far. And then these pieces here, that all matches up real nice. Okay, cool. Goody. All right, let's pull the knee off of there. All right, it's 11:44. Let's get caught up in the chat just real quick. Edward Leonard says, I'm 57 years old. I used what I had. Yeah, we all did, didn't we? Zero Kai says, question.
We have a question.
He says, what kind of paper can I use to make templates or mock-ups for scratch building armored shrouds? Honestly, any paper, dude. You can use any paper whatsoever. You can use poster board, you can use printer paper, what have you. If you are just simply taking shapes off of one and then the other, say if you're like trying to, make a template for this, right? Scotch tape right on here. Make your outline right on the tape because it's frosted with pencil, and you're basically good to go. That's the way I do it. So, but yeah, you can use any paper. It doesn't really matter. But if you're trying to like form shapes and stuff, I'd probably use something a little bit, with some rigidity, like poster board or something like that. So yeah, that's what I would do. Dean has a good suggestion. You can use graph paper, right? That'll give you some nice lines to follow for symmetry and stuff too. So yeah, that's a great suggestion actually, Dean. Good job. Ty Furious over there on YouTube, he says, right before the stream I realized I accidentally threw away the clear runner to my master grade Jesta. Had to go dumpster diving and then shower. Ew. Ew. But hey, man, the sacrifices we make for Gunpla, right? Whew, boy. All right. So, I am liking the way that this is looking thus far. And I'm starting to have another idea here. Kind of a crazy idea. But I think I'm gonna do it. Right here. Right along here. Yeah. I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. And then make this raised like Sorvon had suggested. Yep. Done. Dunzo. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're doing. Now, what we need to do first is we need to flatten this out a bit. So, let's see how badly this curves, right? That's oh yeah, see that? That curves pretty good. Shoot. But there's got some meat on it, so that's not too bad, right? But you could always build that up, right? What do you guys think? Bringing the scalloped look right along here. I like the idea. Yeah. I like that idea. I like it a lot. I think that's what we're going to do. So we'll do this in like 0.5 millimeter plastic, right? And then this raised bit here we'll do in like 1 millimeter. Make it a little bit higher, right? Yeah. I'm with it. I'm with it. Let's do it. Let's get it on it. Alright, so we need 0.5 millimeter by 2. This might, I think this looks like 3.2. No, that's 2.5 actually, by half. We could use that down here. Make this just a little bit larger, right? And we could also probably try and curve this since it's so thin. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that. We're gonna get a nice nice little hunk of plastic off of here. Just like this. Now, this is straight. This needs to curve, right? And what we're going to do, we're going to try and bend it vertically, right? And we can do this because this is on the thinner side of things. And we're just basically pinching this, right? And there already, you can see we've kind of curved it, right? So that's not bad. And we can take this now and compare it, and that's pretty damn close to what we need. And we can further manipulate this once this is kind of tacked in place, right? Yeah. All right, let's get on it. Let's get on this. This, I like this idea. I like this idea. All right. Because, like I said, when we were doing the leg trim, we want to sprinkle this same look throughout the piece, right? So, yeah. What do you guys think? You think? Let me know. I think it's gonna look good. I don't know. I think it's gonna look awesome. Okay, get that there. We'll just get a little scrap piece of plastic and we'll just spread that out there. Just like that. Alright. Get back here. Alright, put the eyes down and let's get to placing. Yeah, that looks really good. That looks really good. Good curve on that right there. That definitely follows the contour of this piece really nicely. Now, what we need to do is just, because we didn't put a ton of glue on here, so we're going to need to kind of backfill the gap just a wee bit. Gonna just add a little bit of super glue right there on the edge, right? And then we'll take our Instaset and we'll just drop a couple of drops on this thing, and then we'll just kind of wait for this to set up, right? Let's see. Man, is my chat still working? I don't even know. Somebody say something. Anything. Just something. Say something. Because I don't know if my chat's still working or not, you guys. Ah, there's Sorav. At least I know Twitch is working. What about YouTube? Somebody say something on YouTube. Maybe YouTube is foobar. Oh, okay. Now it's coming through. Weird. If YouTube isn't spamming messages, it's probably broke. It's always chatty over there, right? Donnie. Thank you, Donnie. Yeah, and you know what? It looks like... it does look like YouTube stopped flowing through. Yeah, look at this. Okay. So connected 3 of 4. Error on the YouTube side of things. What's up with that? Huh. Yeah, YouTube just went foobar on us. Shit. Okay. So we'll keep the YouTube chat up separate from our global chat. But Donnie over there on YouTube or on Facebook, he says, "Hey, you dang woodchucks, quit chucking that wood." He saved 15% on his car insurance by switching to Geico. Let's see. Kenneth Sim says YouTube chat broke. No, not actually on YouTube, but in my chat program, the one that pulls all the chats together so I can see it without having to switch between windows, right? So yeah. Goalie Zero, he's over there on Twitch. He says, "Here for the hot plastic lovin'." You're in the right place, buddy. Kyle H says, "Everyone freak out. We've lost communication with the mothership." Right? Not quite. Not quite. You're not dead in the water. All right. So that looks really. This looks really good. So it's funny, but we're kind of taking aspects of the Jesta because it had that raised detail, and we're kind of, like I said, we're kind of remixing it with the aspects of the RX, and that's the kind of the goal for this particular build, is to do that very thing. So I'm kind of happy with this decision, at least so far. It could look like total trash. I don't know. Okay, we'll bevel that. Alright, looks like we're going to have to do a little bit of backfilling on this particular piece right at the top there, because that doesn't look like it filled in all the way. So, let's get a little super glue right there, a little drop of that. And let's get a little scrap piece of plastic and we'll just kind of spread that out. Okay, so far that's doing a pretty good job. Okay, and we'll of course get a drop of that on there. Check back with the YouTube chat. Brian says, "No biggie, we might be switching nights so there's no overlap with Tim. Probably a move to Thursday." Yeah, there you go. Of course, no notification as always. Yeah, what's up with that? Fucking YouTube. But you guys know the schedule, so there's no damn excuse. You don't need a notification if you know the schedule. No, I'm just fucking with you. Not a big deal. Whatever. But yeah, it is frustrating not getting a notification for these things. Super, super frustrating. Especially when you're not sure if someone's going to be on or not. You know, us regulars, that's one thing. But for someone that just kind of streams every now and then, totally different subject. Okay, this looks pretty damn good. Those woodchucks are definitely chucking wood right now. Donnie. Now we just clean up these edges here. And yes, I know I'm scraping with the knife. Jeez. Saturdays are all Pabs build streams. Calendars, people. Nice. Kyle says, "Tim, put the foot back on and check if the details flow together." Dude, not right now. I'm in my zone. Shut up. Trust me, I know these details flow together. Sexy. Okay. And we'll just knock the edge off this thing. Okay. So that is looking really quite nice. Now we got to wrap this thing around. We got to wrap this strap around. This is the strapping technique, right? So we got to wrap it all around. Now, we just need to cut a teeny tiny bit of plastic, just like this. Just a little deal, right? Yeah, just a little. Obviously, way more than what we need. Way more than what we need. But this is the thing. You want to have way more than what you need on here so you can trim it back nice and flush. We're going to put a pretty generous amount of super glue on there as well so we get some nice squeeze out so we don't have to backfill like we did with the other piece here. Placement looks good, nice and even. We're gonna pop a drop, boop, boop, right there. And just real quick, hey, Superset, he's got a question.
We have a question.
Let's see. Superset, he says, since we got the Faz as a master grade, what do you think the odds are of getting a master grade or RE Gundam Mark V? Sorvan says it's not going to happen. It's going to happen eventually. The only real question is when. I kind of agree with that. Yeah. No, I kind of agree with that. The Faz was a long time in coming, right? Because, you know, the Faz, and all of the Sentinels were Kotoki branded models anyways. And it was just, yeah, it was a matter of time. And I think the Mark V is again, like what Sorvan says, just, it'll happen eventually. Whenever fucking Bandai decides that it's time to happen, right? Because they like to take their sweet time with things. Kshatriya, anyone? So, yeah. What are you going to do? Goalie Zero, he's over there on Twitch. He says, not to get too technical on the tool, but I've never seen someone use that beveled chisel blade so effectively on their Gunpla. Is that a wood carving blade or just an angled hobby blade? Oh, this dealie? Yeah, this is just an NT cutter. This is just a hobby knife. Yeah, it's just all that it is. It's just a hobby knife. Just a little dainty little handle though, right? So compare that with an X-Acto handle and blade, you can kind of see the size differences, right? I love this little guy because you get so much more dexterity in it. So yeah, that's all it is, goalie. Just a standard old hobby knife. Just teeny tiny, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Excuse me. But yeah, you know, it's just a matter of time for the Faz. Yeah. But Goalie Zero says, yeah, it just seems much more maneuverable than the hobby blade. I'm a believer now. Yeah, dude. It's great. I honestly, I'll be honest with you. I didn't like it at first. I wasn't sold on it. But then I kind of forced myself to use it, especially in certain situations where you needed a smaller blade, and I just got to loving it. And yeah, as Sorvan says, it's in the Amazon link if you want to check it out. They have other handles. This is their kind of standard handle, and like I said, this is kind of small and dainty, but they have kind of larger handles with kind of the rubbery kind of grips, you know, like back in the old days, you know, the pencil, you know, little rubber things that you put on a pencil to handle it and all. They have that type of handle as well. Yeah, just really, really good. And the blades are super inexpensive. You get like 40 blades for like $5, and they're great. So, yeah. Goalie says, already found it. We'll get you that sweet 15-cent commission. Right? It's about all it is. But hey, yeah, and make sure it's the 45-degree angles, because they make two styles. They make the 45 right here, and then they make the 30, which is kind of closer to your normal X-Acto blade, right? So I like the 45, and that's what's in the handle right now. This is a 45-degree blade, so these are really, really good. Oh, it looks like YouTube is back on the chat program. Hey, about fucking time. Anyway, so this should be completely cured, so we're just gonna trim that back there, and again, we're just clipping off the low-hanging fruit here, as I like to say. We'll get to really finish trim this here in just a second. What time is it? Oh shit, it's already 12:07. Damn it. Okay, well, this will probably be the last thing we do for the night. That. Now, since this comes up and curves around, we've got to trim off that little corner there to make those match. Yeah. Nice. Nice. And then we'll do the same thing up and around here. Just need to trim that little corner piece off there, just to make everything match real nice. Okay, and then we'll hit this with a little sandpaper just to even out that gap. Now that's 100% fused and finished. And then what we'll do is we'll come back and trim the front here. Ever so carefully. Okay, and we'll just hit this with a little sandpaper there. And there we go. That is, whoo, yeah, that is clean. That is clean and wrapped around that corner. That is clean. Yes. Done. Anywho, Kyle says Major Tom to ground control. Hell yeah. Goalie Zero says thanks to him. Dude, you're welcome. Thank you for that awesome 15 cents. I might get a drop of gas. Actually, gas is like tanking right now because nobody wants to go anywhere. Coronavirus. Anyway, Gunpla Ronan, Mr. Z says, hot tip, always using Tim's link when you go to Amazon. Even if you don't buy his picks, he gets commission on what you buy. Or so I was told. Yeah, that is true. That is very true. Within 24 hours, though. Within 24 hours. That's the limitation. But yeah. So, it definitely helps out. It definitely helps out. So, I actually ordered... What did I order today? I ordered 2 things today. I ordered another panel light. Like the one that illuminates me. Because what we're going to do... how I am going to film these videos and stuff like that. I'm actually going to put the T7i actually right above the webcam, so you're going to have this kind of same view like this, right? So it's not so jarring going from recorded video to live stream and vice versa, right? And I think that'll be a nice transition. So yeah. But ordered a new little flexible arm and ordered a new light because when filming, this kind of right here, this side of me is very dark. It's very in the shadow. So if I add another light over here as kind of a fill, it'll look much better. But that will be here Friday? It could be here tomorrow. I forget which day it is, but yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I hope to be recording a shit ton of videos this weekend. Fingers crossed. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, so and then what I'll do is when I'm actually working on the bench, I can strap the flexible arm right here on the bench top and then just kind of drape it over and just kind of work underneath of it and get the shot like right close, and it'll be awesome. Strap the macro extension tubes on there, get super close to it so you can see the gritty detail. Yeah. You're only ready for these videos. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Y'all not ready. You are not ready. And we're gonna get into stupid advanced things too, you guys. Resin casting, like the full-on tutorials. Yeah. Vacuum forming, you want that too? Sure, we can do that. Hell yeah. We're about to change the game, you guys. You're all on the ground level. Welcome. Let's take a ride. I'm excited about it. Excited about it. Goalie Zero says, look at that. He just bought $30 worth of your stuff on Amazon. Will definitely help. Nice. Sorvan says, damn, he's up to like 50 cents now on that commission check. For real, right? Holy shit, man. 50 cent Mecca. I like it. I like it, Goalie. I like it a lot. Kyle's over there on YouTube. He says, oh snap, is this list about to grow even larger? You don't have to categorize these videos, Kyle. Just the live streams, dude. Not to worry. Edward Leonard says, good luck with your endeavors, Tim. I can't wait. Dude, right? I can't wait to get these videos like produced and out there for you guys, because they're going to be, I think, very helpful, right? Because this is the thing. Live streams are cool. Live streams are awesome, and live streams are fun, and they're interactive and everything like that. And we get to talk, back and forth, right? We get to talk. I get to answer your questions, and just kind of really, I don't know, just kind of have a relationship almost on live streams, which is something I absolutely love, right? I love doing live streams, but there is a larger percentage of, followers, fans, the population out there as a whole that are just not into it, right? Either they don't have the time or the inclination to sit through a 2-hour live stream of us, shit talking, back to one another, and me rambling on about coronavirus and little bastards and stuff like that, right? There's certain people that just are not into that. So the pre-recorded videos allow me to be able to pass along that knowledge to those folks in bite-sized little videos that they can consume and gain that knowledge, right? So that's kind of what's really, really a good thing about it. And I've been talking about this for so goddamn long. And I've finally just kind of gotten gotten tired of thinking about it and talking about it, and I'm just like, screw it, let's do it. So that's the goal. Kenneth Sims says, with that many lights, it'll get warm. No, dude, the great thing is, these are LEDs. They don't get warm. Like, I can touch this panel. It's not warm at all. Like, it's great. These little LED panels are wonderful, right? And the cool thing is, this light right now, I'm lit up pretty good. This is only at 50%. So another fill light, or even if I have it behind me, like as a rim light, oh, it'll be perfect. Hell yeah. Let's see. Julio says, so it's anything you buy. Yeah, dude, anything. Like, you can go buy cat treats or whatever on Amazon or whatever. And yeah, if it's within the 24-hour window, I get credit for it. I get commission off of it, which is cool, right? Brandon says, so pumped to show what I'm working on in the Facebook group. Nice. See? Look at this guy. He's just full on, like, he's just right into the deep end. I love that. Love that. Edward Leonard says, but it's distracting though, right? I mean, yeah, you know, one of those things. Zero Kai, still waiting for my Master Grade Blue Destiny units and a 2.0 of the Easy 8, GPO3, and Ground Gundam. Dude, that's the thing, though. Like, the Easy 8 and the Ground units, they don't need 2.0s because they're already great. Unless, and this is the one rare instance, unless they make their proportions like the high-grade Ground GM, then I would say, yeah, give me that 2.0. Give me that 2.0 goodness. If it's just an enlarging of the high-grade Ground Gundam, that's the only way that I would. That's the only way that I would support a 2.0 of the Ground types. Only way. So, yeah. Anyway, Goalie Zero over there on Twitch, he says, you probably don't need a video editor, but if you're doing tutorial videos for the tubes and need one, hit me up. Oh no, dude, I'm solid. I do that. I do video editing and shooting and all that for work. So, no, I'm Premiere Pro, After Effects, the whole nine. Yeah. But I appreciate that. Thank you. Ricardo Silver Maverick, he's over there on Twitch. He says, sup? What's going on, Ricardo, man? Good to see you, buddy. He says, LOL, Master Grade GPO kits are being reprinted. No 2.0 anytime soon. Yeah, that's actually ones that those are ones that probably could use a 2.0. I would definitely say that. Yeah. But say la vie. Goalie Zero said, figured editing is still a time vampire though. Oh, dude, you have no idea. No idea. Like I said, I shoot, like, my main thing right now is shooting tutorial videos for work, and I travel, you know, all over the country, you know, shooting those. And you know, you got to get B-roll, you got to get establishing shots, you've got, you know, I fly the drone, I got to get drone shots, aerial footage of the dealership, if the ceilings are high enough, you know, inside aerial footage of, like, the you know, the tech bays and stuff like that, and just interaction footage of, you know, our consultants with the people in store. And yeah, there's so much to pull together. It's like herding cats, right? Just, yeah, stupid complicated, but it is what it is. Edward Leonard says, I just bought this light, check it out, Daylight Company LLC, blah blah blah, craft light, wait, on Amazon. Okay, cool, rock and roll, will do. Superset says they could at least use a 1.5. Yeah, I agree. Maybe. Proportions. That's the thing. Proportions. But, yeah. Silver Mav, Mr. Ricardo says, they is bad. Yeah, the GPO series, they is bad. The GPO 3 isn't as bad as the 02 and the 01. I think we can agree on that. It's not great, but it's not as bad. Right, because the GPO 3 came a little bit later, calendar-wise, right? A few years later. So, yeah. Goalie Zero over there on Twitch says, my first Gunpla tutorial vid was a one-shot hour long and still took me half a damn day to edit properly for time. Whew. Yeah. See, that's the thing with YouTube, you guys. Analytics are king, right? 10 minutes is a good goal to shoot for in terms of video length. But anything over, I think it was like 17, you start to see drop off. 13 minutes is about that sweet spot for like tutorial videos and learning videos and stuff like that, right? So I'm not going to guarantee you any amount of time for any of this. I'm going to give it as long, as each subject needs. But, yeah, analytics are king. One of those things. Kyle says, Bandai gave us the real grade GPO one, so I don't think they are stressing a master grade anytime soon. I agree. Ricardo Silver Maverick says, my Amazon wish list is filled with streaming/filming equipment, so I'm ready for when I get back. Dude, right? Get on it. I highly recommend streaming. Streaming's just fun, man. It really is. Anyway. 12:21. You guys, I got a jet. So, yeah. Goalie Zero says, oh yeah, and when you want to explain all the details, tools, and tips for clarity, that time length gets bloated. Yeah. Well, I think what we're going to do for my stream, or for my videos, I think what we're going to do is do kind of a variety of types of videos, right? So tutorials, obviously. And those, depending on the subject matter, may get separate parts. And then, we'll do videos on tools, right? So we'll spotlight like the NT cutter, the little blade or whatever. Or we'll spotlight, the BSI, the super glue, and we'll kind of give uses and best practices and stuff like that. I think that'll be a really good, type of video series for people, because I don't think there's many videos like that are spotlighting actual tools to use, right? So I don't know why. That seems like a no-brainer to me, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, Brandon says, using the super cheap 100 pack of plastic bristle paint brushes sold for little kids to paint on super glue and fill in small areas with it. One brush lasts about an hour or so. Dude, I got even better for you. Just little scraps of plastic, right? Just little scraps of plastic. Anyway. Chris Pab says, mine do, Timothy. Rude. Yeah, but nobody watches your channel. Oh, come on, Pirate Chris. It's all good, buddy. It's all good. Anyway. Kyle H says, got a tool section on the list. Cha-ching. There we go. Hell yeah. Julio says, I didn't reject it. I love it. We should trade. I need the space. Nice. Goalie Zero over there on Twitch. Word, thanks again, and have a good one, Tim. We'll be dropping a stupid Kit Bash Styrene Love child in the group later this week, hopefully. I like it. Good stuff, Goalie. Good stuff, buddy. Chris Pab says, hurtful. Edward Leonard, it is a no-brainer, Tim. You will do well. Man, I hope so. I hope so. Anyway, all right, you guys. It's almost 12:30. I got. It's leg night. I just spit it a little bit. Sorry about that. Gross. But anyway, yeah, it's leg night. I gotta go. Just go and kill my legs. So, wish me luck. I'll be limping around here tomorrow like nobody's business. Anyway, Julio, you're coming to Daytona, right? Let me know. Right now. Hurry. You're coming to Daytona. Answer me, Julio. Are you coming to Daytona? God damn it. I'm waiting on... I would like to. Oh. Fucking excuse. Well. whenever I see you, we need to get to the gym. You can work out with me. Put your ass through the ringer. Anyway, all right, guys, we will be back here on Friday for Mechanism. And, man, it's going to be a good one. We're going to talk about that 3D printing thing, and we're just going to have a cool conversation. So much like the last episode of Mechanism, that kind of conversational thing, I really liked that. People really, really liked that. I got a lot of compliments on that, so I was very happy to see that. So I think that's where we're going with Mechanism. And I think everybody on Mechanism enjoyed the conversation as well. So I think that's where we're going to go with things. But aside from that, if you want to rep Chowder Mecca, hit up chowdermecca.com. Store button up at the top. Shirts, hats, all sorts of other cool stuff on there. If you want to pick up any of the tools and materials that we worked with here tonight, there is that Amazon link just below here on Twitch and YouTube. That side, if you're watching on Facebook, like we had mentioned before, I do get a bit of a commission based off the stuff that you buy, but it doesn't increase the cost for you, and it goes to help out the stream. So, load up. Right? Load it up. And as always, if you need kits, paints, accessories, tools, whatever, mecha decals, the good, hit up our good friend right down here, Adam, and the fine folks at USA Gundam Store. They will definitely have what you need. Edward Leonard says, Corona cough? No, I don't have a fever, and I'm not short of breath yet. Chances are we'll all probably get it, and we'll all end up zombies in some weird version of The Walking Dead. But as of right now, no. Fit as a fiddle. Anywho, so you guys, come on back here Friday. It'll be fun, right? Have a great Thursday. Build something cool. Be safe out there. Get your workout in. That's important. Get your protein, your vitamins, supplements, nutrients, all that good stuff. Don't skip that. That's important. Anyway, be safe out there, guys. I'll see you on Friday. All right, take care. Oh, thank you, Kenneth Sim. Wash your dirty fucking hands.